Hari Om. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Yatah Sarvani Bhutani Pratibhanti Titani Cha Yatraiva Pasamamayanti Tasmai Satyatmane Namaha. Jnata Jnanam Tatha Jnayam Drashta Darsana Desyabhu Karta Hetuhu Kriya Jasmat Tasmai Gyamtyatmane Namaha. Suranti Sikara Jasmat Ananda Sambare Vano Sarve Sam Jivanam Tasmai Brahmanandatmane Namaha. Brahmanandatmane Namaha. Vedodadhim Samunamadhya Jnanaratnam Samudritam Yena Tasmai Vasisthaya Gurunam Gurave Namaha. Vasistha ji Bhagavan ki jai. Sadguru Bhagavan ki jai. Sachidananda Bhagavan ki jai. Sabda Brahma ki jai. Saraswati Maharani ki jai. Yoga Vasistha ji Bhagavan ki jai. Hari Om. हम लोग योग वशिष्ठ निर्वाण प्रकरण का पूर्वार्ध में 114वां सर्ग का विवेचन कर रहे हैं, जिसमें वह मिथ्या पुरुष का कहानी का सारांश और उसका तात्पर्य सब गुरुवर वशिष्ठ जी राम जी को समझा रहे हैं। ये कहानी क्यों कहा गया। We are discussing Yoga Vasishtha. Do you know anything about Yoga Vasishtha? Nothing. Yeah. This is the essential truth of the Vedas, the end of Vedas, the knowledge part of Vedas, and almost all the scriptures of the whole world. After so much investigation and analysis, after doing research in a perfect way, the ancient saints and sages who were perfect scientists, they have found out the vision of the life. Vision of the life. Life is not only human life, but life includes all the moving and non-moving living, non-living beings who live, they have life. Life means living principle. So this is the essence of all those scriptures, and it is told to a disciple by a great guru with examples, stories, logics, analysis, and many other ways from all sides of vision, all angles of vision. So this is the essence. So the essence says there is no world, only one truth is present in all conditions without any manyness. Only one truth. There cannot be two truths. So simple to understand. If one asks, what are you? If you say in answer, I am a human being, if this is truth, you cannot say another truth also is there, I am also a tiger. Can you say like that? Truth always is one. So, one which is ever present in all conditions, at all time, space and situations, by every means, truth is one. It is all pervading, all knowing and all mighty. So that is how to understand that, whereas we see so many things, so many names, so many forms. So in the very beginning we salute that absolute truth, which is one, out of which all these names and forms get their origin and exist in it for a while and dissolve in it. And that truth also is seen as the source of the triads, the doer, done and doing process, the seer, seen, object and seeing process. In this way, all the universe is seen in these triads only. So all these triads come out of that one truth, and it results in the end in that absolute truth. To that truth we salute. And the bliss or the eternal joy without any opposite of it, without any pain or discomforts or miseries, that joy which is eternal and unchanging, that is called bliss, wherefrom all the particles of bliss come out and again merges in it. That salute, with that truth we salute. And in this, the last part of this Yoga Vasistha, and in that which is named as Nirvana Prakarana, and first half of it, 114th chapter, we were discussing on a story told before. Guru Vasistha ji is explaining to Rama, the disciple, and he told a story of non-being. non-being. There was a non-being in the absolute corner of this sky, and he was living all alone. There was nobody else other than him. He was the non-being. There is no form, no name, nothing, no action, nothing. That's why he is non-being. And he wanted to protect the sky. By all means, he could not. He first of all dug a well and kept that sky in the well and tried to keep it safe and sound. But when the well was destroyed, then the non-being was very much sorry. Oh, I couldn't save the sky. He brought a pot, empty pot, to keep the sky inside it and protect it. That also, when the pot broke, then he was very sorry. My sky, little sky, is dead. In this way, he tried in many ways to protect the sky, and he could not. So all these story has no meaning. So Vasistha ji, the Guru, who explains to Rama, my dear Rama, the whole world is like this story. There is no meaning in anything if you try to understand the inner meaning of it. Superficially, everything has some meaning for some time, in some place, in some situation, which changes. So there is no meaning in this world, no value. Everything changes. So we cannot rely upon this world. Only the substratum, just as a picture rests upon, exists on the background screen. The screen is truth, it never changes, but pictures change. So we cannot rely upon the picture, but the screen, background, is the truth which is ever existing. In this way, the great Guru Vasistha was explaining Rama, "Oh Rama, this mind always is attached with names and forms. It deals with names and forms. It behaves with it, so it is always restless, and it has attachment, it is always miserable. So give up all these names and forms, and your transactions with this, give up all these, keep quiet, and your mind, your intellect and subconscious mind, everything should rest in one only, absolute one, and that is the eternal abode of every being. There only you can have eternal peace, bliss, and everything, rest. Or else you cannot get rest anywhere. By no means you can have rest or peace or joy. So this is what he was explaining, the implicit meaning of the story. Vasistha ji told yesterday, we saw, जिसने किरणों की आदित्य स्वरूप से ही भावना की, उसकी दृष्टि में वे किरणें आदित्य रूप ही ठहरती है और वह यह कहता है कि आदित्य रश्मि वेदों से शून्य ही है, यानी आदित्य और किरणों का परस्पर कोई भेद नहीं है। He gives the logical example. He says, what do you see when you look at the sun? Do you see the sun? People see the rays of the light of the sun. And one who thinks the sun is nothing but rays of light, then he cannot accept the sun, the existence of sun, different from the rays of sun. So for him, there is no sun as it is, there is only light with rays of light. Logically, if you think sun is nothing but rays of light, then where is sun? There is no sun as a different identity, only light and rays. For him, there is no sun. जिसने तरंग की जल भिन्न रूप से भावना की, उसमें एकमात्र तरंग बुद्धि ही स्थित रहती है, जल बुद्धि नहीं. One who sees the waves in the ocean, he never can think it is water. He has no idea of water because he sees only the waves. So for such a person, there is no water. And one who sees water, he cannot see the wave different than the water. So the vision differs. According to your vision, you see this world. This is what I was telling now. Philosophy is nothing but the vision of real life. What is life? How do you look at it? From which angle? How do you look at this world, life, names and forms, triads, the seer, seen and seeing? If I look at my hand by my own eyes, what do you think? How do you understand it? Simple thing, but we don't go to the depth of meaning. We don't analyze it. Yes, I have some black spot, some dirty, some soot of some lamp is here. I have to wash it. If I see my hand dirty, what do I see? That dirt or that part of the body, is it different from me? Somebody else is looking at this hand, can you say like that? Hand is body, hand is the seer also as body, and seen object also, and the seeing process also. Everything is in one, but it appears as many. In common parlance, we see, my hand is dirty now, I have to wash my hand. How it is my hand? If you are the body, then I hand you should say. I hand. Why do you say my hand? Is it different from you? As a body, it is one with the body. How can you say it is my hand? See how meaninglessly we do everything without understanding the inner meaning and value of it. So, A philosopher, a true disciple, always goes to the depth of the meaning analytically and logically. Then only he understands there is no hand, there is no eyes, but only one body exists in all conditions. The same body is called eyes, the same body is called hand, and same body is seer, seen, seeing, everything. These triads, they are not different from each other, they are one aspect only. But while behaving, while having transactions with all these relatively, seeing the difference, that is called world. World means ever-changing aspect, which is something as taken as something or other, in some place or other, or in some time or other, in some conditions or other. Nothing is sure, nothing is constant. Everything is haphazard. This is how this world looks like. And we give importance to it, we give value to it, we have meaning for it, which is ignorance and which is cause for our changing miseries and joys. Little joy we get for a while, and then we get miseries, then a little joy, then again pain, then again suffering, again joy. In this way, life is haphazard. To get real rest, real bliss, real joy, eternal joy, you have to stick to one truth, which is unchangeable in every condition. This is what Vasistha is explaining to Ram. O Ram, one who sees the waves, he cannot see what is water. He cannot understand what is water. So, one who sees water, he has no waves. But one who sees both, he is the real seer and man of understanding, man of knowledge. This is what we were discussing last night in Gita class. The seer, seen and seeing process, they are only one aspect of one truth. जो पुरुष तरंग की जल रूपता से भावना करता है, उसे सामान्य जल बुद्धि ही होती है। ऐसा पुरुष जल और तरंग के भेद से निर्मुक्त निर्विकल्प कहलाता है। One who sees both, the waves are water, water is waves. One who sees both together as one, he is devoid of all the doubts and misunderstandings, and he is never in problem. He has no problem. One who sees only one-sided vision, that is wave, he cannot appease his thirst. If you see the waves, can you drink waves? To appease your thirst, so you have to see water in the waves. then only you can drink water and appease your thirst. Both together. So this world and the truth behind it, the picture and the screen behind it, both are one and the same. That vision is real vision, which has no problems, which never gets problems, nor troubles, nor miseries in the life. But one who thinks differently, he will have always difference in life. Difference is pairs of opposites. That is, if good is there, then bad will be there. Without comparing two things, we cannot say one is good. When the one is good, the other will be bad. The opposite of it will be bad. Now we are in daytime. Day is only understood when you inwardly compare this situation with the night which we have passed already. And this day also is a momentary aspect. After some time, again night will come, again day, again night. In this way, whole world, whole creation is subject to change and pairs of opposites. Without comparison, without relationships, without having these decisions, we cannot behave in this world, we cannot live in this world for a moment. Always it goes on inwardly, unknowingly, but the intellect does it in no time. It is habituated, it is trained in that way. That is called intellect. So one has to see both together to have no doubts, no problems. जो पुरुष केयूर कनक से भिन्न नहीं है, जो पुरुष केयूर कनक से भिन्न नहीं है ऐसा भावना करता है, वह सामान्य कनक बुद्धि वाला भेद शून्य निर्विकल्प कहलाता है. One who sees the ornaments as gold and gold as ornament, both together, both are same, he is devoid of all doubts and problems. One who has difference between these ornaments and gold, he will suffer. He is in trouble. Suppose your ring made up of gold, it is broken. So what will you say? A ring is broken, so you have problem. But one who sees a ring as gold, he has no problem. Again the same gold can produce another ring. Or the same golden ring can be gold and as well as ring again. So this is how both side vision should be there. If you see only the tail of a coin, you will see it is a wrong coin, it is not a coin, it is only tail. When you see the head, no, it cannot be a coin, it is only a picture. When you see both the sides and all the stump, all the written informations, then only you know it is a coin, one coin, it is not two. It is one coin only, which has got two sides. One is head, other is tail. If you see one side, if you see one side of it, you cannot have clear understanding. Always you will have doubt. The doubts are cause of misunderstanding, ignorance, and all the miseries, all the sufferings. जो पुरुष केवल कनक से भिन्न नहीं है, ऐसा भावना करता है, वह सामान्य कनक बुद्धि वाला भेद शून्य निर्विकल्प कहलाता है। ज्वाला पंक्ति अग्नि से भिन्न है, ऐसा जो पुरुष भावना करता है, उसी अग्नि बुद्धि उत्पन्न नहीं होती, उससे केवल ज्वाला बुद्धि ही रहती है। Many other similar examples he is giving. When you see the lamp, what do you see? Don't you see the light? Is the light different from the lamp? The flame, is it different from a lamp? One who sees both, he has no problem. One who sees only the lamp, flame, he never knows what is lamp. One who sees only the lamp, he never sees the light of the flame. So both together should be seen and taken for clear understanding, that is called knowledge. कल्पित आकारों से युक्त बुद्धि कल्पित आकारों में ही आस्था बांधकर अनेक तरह की कल्पना करती है। The process why it becomes clumsy or haphazard, why there arise some doubts, this is the work of the intellect. अभ्र पंक्ति के सदृश ज्वाला पंक्ति के आकार को प्राप्त हुई युक्त बुद्धि वृत्ति ज्वाला में आस्था बांधता है, ज्वाला पंक्ति में स्थित चलन, ऊर्ध्वगमन आदि की कल्पना करती है तथा व्याकुल हो जाती है। अभ्र पंक्ति के सदृश अभ्र पंक्ति, abhra has different meanings. Here only has given the word abhra. Jala, jala, abhra, lekheva. Abhra, lekheva. Abhra sometimes abhra is taken as the clouds, and abhra also is taken as mica, sun mica, and different meanings are there. Let us take the cloud, anything you can take, and you will get the same ideas. If you take clouds other than the water or vapor or mist, is it right? Is it right understanding? The cloud means water. Water means cloud also. The same cloud of water takes so many forms. Same water, it is wave, it is whirlpool, it is tide, it is also bubbles, it is also sprinkling water drops. It is also mist. It is also cloud, fog, what not, vapor, everything. So when you see everything together, generally a grown-up man, he understands everything is water only. Inside water, outside all these different names and different forms, so there is no trouble. When you think and see differently one aspect only, then all the troubles. If it is cloud, where has gone the water? Where from I can get water? I want little water. In the same way he says, अभ्र पंक्ति, पंक्ति कहने से ठीक है वही clouds, a number of clouds. Jwala pankti, different kind of fires, forest fire, lamp, wood fire, or your what do you call, oven, when you cook some food. So in this way, and electric, that heater. So all these are only fire. One who understands it, he has no problem. But one who says, no, forest fire is different from the wood fire, then he will have troubles, he will have doubts. This is the work of the intellect, which it decides. Sometimes it doesn't decide. When there is doubts, it has no decisive one thought. When decisive one thought is there, then there is no trouble. And in that way, just like league match, say there are 20 to 30 teams have joined for a some final contest, say cricket or football. 30 teams have joined. Who will be the winner? Everywhere 2 teams will fight against each other, and the winner will be selected. Every 2 teams, they will have one winner. The winner with other winner have to fight, and out of those 2 winners, another winner will come out. In that way, quarter-final, then semi-final, then in final, absolute 2 winners will fight against each other. And that is final, and out of those 2, one will be the winner. He will be the winner of the holder of the cup. The reward will be given to him. And out of that team, only captain, one person will receive the reward. Final one. In the same way, our thought waves, buddhi vritti, vritti means the active process. So there will be so many thoughts, waves in the mind. Mind is nothing but a flow of thought waves, just as the river. And then every moment, two thoughts have to be decided what is what by comparison, by relating with each other and comparing with each other. Then one thought, decisive thought comes out, and that decisive thought also has to be decided which is better decision between two decisive thoughts. In that way, finally, as much as you use your intellect, so clarity you get, and finally only the human beings have the final judgment, that is discrimination. Final is between two parties, one is perishable and other is imperishable. One is transitory, one is eternal. Between these two thoughts, when you decide what is what, that is called discriminative power. And one you have to adopt or accept, and that too, you cannot accept the transitory, ever-changing, destructible aspect. You are bound to take the final one that is never destroyed, never perishable, ever existing in all conditions, that is to be taken. He is the final winner. I am the winner. ज्वाला की पंक्ति अग्नि से भिन्न नहीं है। इस तरह की जो भावना करता है उसको केवल अग्नि बुद्धि ही रहती है और वह निर्विकल्पक कहलाता है। निर्विकल्पक, one who has no alternative, one decisive thought he has, one who sees the fire in all kinds of names and forms of the fire. It is neither forest fire, nor wood fire, nor it is electric fire. It is only fire. He has no difference. Difference means alternations. He has no such differences in his mind, in his intellect. So he has got one-pointed, decisive thought. That is called nirvikalpak, without any alternation, the final one decision. जो पुरुष निर्विकल्पक यानी ग्राह्य और ग्राहक की द्विधा से निर्मुक्त हो जाता है वही महान है। He is great who says, who understands, I see myself and I am happy, and who says, I am different from my legs and hands. I am not the legs, I am not the hands. He suffers. One who knows there are no different legs or hands or eyes or nose, it is I only. He never gets troubles. he is the happiest man. He is great. One who sees the differences, he is bound to suffer. So what do you mean? What do you understand from here? We all are members of same family. What is that family? Human being. Not only human being. We are beings. We are not different from animals, birds and insects or trees or water or mountain. Everything is one only. There is no difference. Just as I shall give you an example. You see, we have written some digits. 1, 2, 3, 6, 8, 9, say 15, 18, 23, and 41, and 73. They are different from each other, isn't it? What do you say? All these digits, are they not different from each other? But one says, no, not different. I see only one in all these digits. If he says so, can you say you are wrong? When you go on writing 73 times 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, that becomes 73. How can he be wrong? In 9 also there is 1. Common digit is 1, everywhere is 1. 23 has got no factors, but 1 is the factor of 23 and 73. Isn't it? When you take factors, means common factors, 1 is present everywhere. So one who sees the 1 in everything, he is real man of understanding and he has no problem. One who sees differences in all these different digits, he is always in trouble. He is called a worldly man, and when one sees 1 in everything, he is a great man, great saint, great scientist, one who sees 1 only everywhere. We are beings, and not only beings, as our background, our substratum, we are only one, there are no beings. Who has become? Which has not become, that has to become. When eternal expansion is there, when you form it as something by some ideas of lines or demarcations or limitations, that is called being. Is it different from the absolute existence? You are a being, don't you exist? Are you non-existing being? Can you say so? Whatever you may be, you are ever existing one. You know you are existing, you are. You know it, everybody knows it. We cannot say somebody is ignorant of it. Everybody knows, yes, I do exist. So in that way, are you not the existence? Are you not the knowledge of existence? You know that you exist. How can you deny it? then what are you? You know you do exist, you know the existence, and you are quite happy of it, quite satisfied with it. That is called Sat Chit Anand, the existence absolute, the knowledge absolute, and the bliss absolute. Nobody can deny it. So if one is established in that, he has no problem. He has no manyness, no change, no problems, no miseries, no joy. He is ever in peace. That is what the great people realize, then they are called realized souls. So, जो पुरुष निर्विकल्प यानी ग्राह्य और ग्राहक के द्विधा से निर्मुक्त हो जाता है, वही महान है. One who is devoid of these differences. Hand is different from the body. One who doesn't think like this, he is really great. Everything is one. If I am the body, am I not you? You are also body. So am I not the cow? It is also a body. If I am the ego, why not all the egos are one? Ego is there everywhere. So how can you be different from others? So all these differences vanish when you see the one common factor in every names and forms. He is great and he is devoid of all these differences. वह सब उसने प्राप्त कर लिया. He achieves everything. When I am you, he, she and everything. So whatever belongs to you, it is also mine. The whole world belongs to me. Then what remains remains something other to achieve? The whole world is yours. That is how they say, I am nijaha paroveti gananam lakhuchetasam udara charitanam tu vasudheva kutumbakam. The little-minded, miserly-minded fellows, the ignorant fellows, they always calculate this belongs to me, that belongs to you. That is not mine, that is yours. This much land is mine. I am Indian, you are European. All these thoughts with differences is good for nothing, good for only troubles and differences. But one who has no differences, no boundaries, when the boundaries are deleted, broken, see, the whole universe belongs to you. And you are the monarch of, emperor of emperors. The whole world belongs to you. You have everything with you. All, wherever you go, that is your home. And you have your brothers and sisters everywhere in this world. You can enjoy the absolute joy wherever you are. Even for such a person, the tigers and the wild bears, they are his brothers. Before such a person, one who is established on this idea, there is no animals, there is no birds, and there is no insect, there is no snake which will bite him and he will die. He never dies. He never have any troubles. All are his friends, all are his family members, and everything belongs to him. He has no need anything more to fulfill. He is the perfect man. The perfect man is a great person. Imperfect, wrong persons, they are always in trouble. They will not secure 100%. Something wrong is there. So, a man of one-pointed mind, without any differences, is really great, and he is eternally happy. दृष्टांत में जो विकल्प त्याग की शैली युक्तिपूर्वक सिद्ध की गई है, उसका दृष्टांत दार्ष्टान्त से उपदेश देते हैं। हे रामभद्र, संपूर्ण नाना रूपता का द्वैत भाव का परित्याग करके विषय संबंध से विमुक्त चैतन्य स्वरूप भूत विशुद्ध चिन्मात्र जो भीतर का आत्म तत्व है, उसमें स्थित हो जाइए। सो Vasistha ji said, after explaining the inner meaning of that non-being, he addresses Rama, O Ram, give up all these differences and give up all these relationships which differ from each other. And be established inwardly the absolute self, the supreme self, which is none other than the consciousness absolute, and get rid of all the troubles, miseries and worries, be at rest. Eternal rest. स्वप्रकाश स्वयं आत्मा ही अपने आप जब स्पंदन शक्ति को वायु के सदृश संकल्पनात्मक शक्ति को उत्पन्न करता है, तब भिन्न की तरह भासने वाला संकल्प भासने वाला भिन्न की तरह भासने वाला संकल्प कलनात्मक मन रूपी हुई हो जाता है, और विश्वाकार अपनी आकृति की भावना कर वह समष्टि मन बन जाता है। Now he is giving the clue of composition of or we can say creation of mind, how the mind is created. How the mind is created. Of course, he said, in the very beginning, there arose the mind in the absolute consciousness, where there was no world, no names and forms, no creation, no differences. There arose one only, that is called one idea, that is called mind. And then this mind appears as the innumerable differences. So how this mind is created? In all these differences, which have different names and different forms. Without forms, there cannot be difference in the names. Names are related with the forms. And this is how there are differences. As many forms, so many names, innumerable forms, innumerable names, so innumerable differences. And when he goes on relating one with the other, so that is called waves of thoughts. That is called mind. In this way, manifold mind is created. In the very beginning, one thought, that is I, and then it became many, because it cannot remain as one for long. Why? Because this is called nature, this is called manifestation, this is called manyness. One wants to see himself. How? When you get up from the bed early in the morning, what do? Nobody is aware of it. Nobody thinks what happens. The very subtle intellectual persons, they go to analyze what happens really. That ego, which is silent at the time of deep sleep, that mind which is resting, has no waves, no manyness, no restlessness, it is resting. The moment it gets up, it has to be aware, what am I? What am I? Unknowingly you know what are you, but wrongly you know what are you. Because you have strong relationship with the body. Without body, the mind doesn't do anything, cannot do anything. Body means the senses, the parts of it. Body means the prana, the movement. Body means the intellect, mind, everything. Body means a group. So this group is one, but it has got many differences in it. So what happens? When this one, it rests, it is one. When it is aware of itself, it wants to know itself. Who am I? And how am I? So what happens? The creative force acts. Creative force means, creation means creating 1, then 2, then 4, then 16. It goes on multiplying, that is called creation. Creation means multiplication. And that's how this theory is applied everywhere, in all conditions, in all the beings. That is called creation. And when you are resting, the moment you want to move, how do you move? The Vedas say, Ekoham Bahusyama, I am one, let me be many. That means, let me see myself as many. Why? Because one cannot see itself as one. Why? Why one cannot see itself as one? Because he wants to see. Seeing is a process. Process cannot be steady, it cannot be one. That's how it has to see many. That is how I have to become many. So what happens? The one thought I, that is ego, or call it subconscious mind, call it intellect, whatever it is. One, that one sense, when it wants to see itself in a fraction of a second, thousandth part of a second, it sees the body as I, that means it becomes many. Body means a group. So it spreads all over the body, and the thought becomes a body thought. So I am the body. And that is habituatedly coming on since lives, time immemorial. Always we have the idea, I am the body. But this is not clear. We are always confused, always we have doubts. If you are the body, how can you say my body is aching, my head is aching? I have some pain in the knee. Is the knee different from you? We know it is different. The body is different from me. I am not the body, but while behaving, we have been habituated to say, my body, while behaving, we behave as a I body. I body. We say my body and we behave as a I body. If I call you, come here my dear, who will come? Body will come. That means you are the body. Will your hand come? Or your only name will come here. Not the body. Body comes. So body has got everything. Body is understood as the name, as the form, as the ego. Body is everything. And that's how body is subject to change. And that's how we face all the miseries, all the problems, all the sufferings, what not, all the misfortunes, and we don't understand it. If you can keep this body away, thinking my body, just as you remove your sweaters and outers at midday summer sun, you keep away all these coverings. Similarly, if you can remove this body from you, you are the best man. You are the happiest man under the sun. That is to be done, that is done by the yogis by sincere trials, efforts, continuous sincere efforts. In this way, we were discussing how this body becomes I. When the mind, the thought waves, the awareness is silent, there is nobody. When it becomes little moving, then it spreads over the whole body in a fraction of a second, and it thinks, I am the body, eko ham bahushyama, I am one, let me see, let me be, let me feel many. That is seeing the hands, legs, and what do? You go to the mirrors. Oh, I am so beautiful. Wash your face. See yourself. Be happy, I do exist. I am not dead and gone. So this is how we are duped. We are trapped in the body. I am the body. And this thought is the cause for all the troubles. He is great who doesn't think he is the body. He is different from the body. Swaprakash, Swayam Atma. स्वप्रकाश स्वयं आत्मा ही अपने आप जब स्पंदन शक्ति को वायु के सदृश संकल्पनात्मक शक्ति को उत्पन्न करता है, तब भिन्न की तरह भासने वाला संकल्प कलनात्मक मन रूप हो जाता है और विश्वाकार अपनी आकृति की भावना कर रहा वह समष्टि मन बन जाता है. This stanza is so very difficult to understand. Again and again you have to contemplate over it. See that self-effulgent self, supreme self, one, without any aspects, without any qualities, that Swaprakash, self-effulgent. Why it is self-effulgent? Because it sees itself without any help, without any cause. Just as the lamp is able to see the lamp by itself, no other lamp is required to see the lamp. Lamp is self-visible, that is called self-effulgent. You need not lit another lamp to see the burning lamp. You need not require any torch to see the sun. Do you? That's why it is called self-effulgent. So, the Absolute One, existence absolute, knows itself. That knowledge is called light, and that light is self-known, self-effulgent, self-known, self-visible. And that one, Absolute One, Swaprakash Swayam Atma, himself, अपने आप जब स्पंदन शक्ति को वायु के सदृश, when it moves, when it tries to move, can it move? It is all pervading. Where will it move? See, this is moved to this place. How it is possible? One can move to that place or that time where it is absent. This is not here. That's how it can come to this place. Place, time, conditions, all these when it is absent in some time, some place or some condition, some situations, then only it can move to that. If it is all pervading, can this cloth move to here? Because it is all pervading, it is here, it is here, it is here, everywhere it is present, how can it move? So that movement, it is not real movement, it is assumed. Just as when the thorn pricks to your leg, you move to your leg. That is not called movement, but assumed as if you have moved from head to the leg. Because you are all pervading, so you can move at the speed of mind. That mind only, it feels here, here, and here also in the leg. It is all pervading. When one forgets one condition or time or space and concentrates on other point, then that is called movement, where he is present already. That is called movement. Movement within itself. It is not outside somewhere. Understood now how movement is possible within itself. Will you see the movement? See, there is tea inside it. Yeah, moving. No, never mind. This is called movement. Tea is moving in tea itself. There is no movement. I am moving. आंख मारते हो ना नहीं? My eyes are moving. This is called movement. क्या बोलता है, एक आंख मारूं तो? अरे यार, this should be understood thoroughly. There is no movement, but it is taken as movement. Eyes are not moving anywhere. Eyes are always fixed in the eyes, but yet we say, how can the eyes move? So in this way, am I moving my body? Am I moving my body? Can you say? Bye-bye. Body is always body. It cannot move as body, but hand can move from the body. If you see the difference, then only movement is possible. If there is no difference, there is no movement. Understood now? Difference is the cause for all the troubles. So in this way, the absolute one, homogeneous awareness which is present everywhere, it wants to see itself. That means it wants to become many. Just as I see my hand, oh, my hand is dirty now, I have to apply little soap. My hands are dirty or I am dirty? What is the real meaning? In this way, we are always in topsy-turvy something, some confusive state. So, we have to understand this point very clearly, how this world is created, how is the mind created. Mind is one. ever constant. But when some movements are assumed, taken for granted, just as I told you, my eyes, from eyes it goes to the toe. Body is in the body, but eyes see the toe. See? What a what a magic. This is how the mind is created, because of differences, because of movements. That is called thought waves. It is nothing outside of it, whatever it may be. If it is body, it is within the body. And that's how, when it feels all pervasiveness, it gets associated with all the names and forms, then it becomes universal mind, which has all the names and forms, all the movements within itself. That is called cosmic mind. And when it is centered in little demarked or limited objects, place or time or situations, then it is called individual mind. Just as my hand is the individual body, but body is the total body. In the hand also, see, the finger is the individual body, the hand is the total body. In the finger also, the nail is the individual body and the finger is total body. In this way, it goes on minimizing itself and limiting itself, and loses all the powers of knowledge and ability and everything. It loses. It forgets, though it is one with the Absolute, yet it forgets. The nail forgets that I am the whole total body. The hand forgets I am the body. So in this way, this mind is created and sankalp, thought waves are created. This is the process of creation. And this movement is known as the vibratory movement. Vibratory movement. How do you go from one place to other place? Can you jump? No, you cannot. Can you jump from here to Newark? Can you? You have to leave one little space and accept the other little space. In that way, you can go. Finally, you have to give up something and accept something. That is how you can move. How do you walk? You give up your hind leg place and you accept the front leg place. So that's how, when you give up some space and accept some space, you are present in that, absent here. That's how you forget the past, accept the future, then only you can move. So by this process, movement process, the difference, the time, the names, the forms, and the, you see, situation, time, space, and conditions, everything is together created. Everything is created. This is called how time, space, and difference. Without difference, there is no time. Without difference there is no space, no conditions, no manyness. Difference is the secret of the law of nature. Create difference and create many. That is the process. And have some gaps. That's how you forget one, accept the other. This is how it is called a vibratory process, and this is also known as the pranic energy, energy which moves on. That is called prana also, that is called wind also, that is everything. Whatever you name it, it is so, it is that. The same energy is known as prana, the air. Same energy is called vibration, and same energy is, according to modern educated we people, we call it magnet, light, and waves and what not. Light and sound and what not, name it as you like. Thousands of names, different names of the same energy. And of course, the modern educated people which blame or accept themselves as scientists, foolish scientists, they remain only with the energy. They don't go little ahead. Why are you afraid? Go ahead. Going ahead, they have to reach that absolute one, which is never moving, no energy, no difference, ever existing truth. That is the source of everything. One who holds, understands and becomes steady on that, he is the great. He is the greatest, not great. He is beyond all these problems and sufferings, miseries and what not. He is beyond everything. This is the process of creation. Your mind is created, your thought waves are created, and then pranic energy is created. इसी को वायु के सदृश मान लेता है स्पंदन शक्ति को, सकल संकल्पात्मक शक्ति को उत्पन्न करता है. Then thought waves are also, they are also energy. Thought waves means many, many means energy. If it is steady, constant, it is not energy. Energy is silent. When it is silent, it is never seen, it is never manifested, it cannot be called as energy. Of course, the presence is there. The potentiality is there, found in the seed. The future tree is present there, but it is never manifested. So, we cannot say it is a tree. Do you say many trees in one? Do you say so? You say just a seed. Seed means, it means thousands of trees within it. But we don't say like this. We say it is a seed. Seed has to be understood perfectly. The future and past innumerable trees present in minutest potential form, which is ever ready to manifest. That manifestation is called mind, energy, differences, space, time, everything. and everything is assumed as something and assumed as different from each other, but nothing is, no difference is really there. Sankalpa kalanatmak man roop, because it thinks kalana. Kalana karna means to imagine, and kalana also to count. So the same mind is known as the time, same as mind is known as the energy prana, same mind is known as the countable, the thought waves. We have just put a name, one name which holds all the innumerable names, that is called mind. Mind is action, mind is time, mind is difference, mind is understanding power, intellect, mind is tree, mind is flower, mind is birds, everything is mind. If you see and understand the real meaning of mind, mind means movement. So the whole world is called mind, and that we call cosmic mind and individual mind. What difference? You have some landed property other side of the river, and you are different from me. But both, I have also property, landed property this side. Everybody has land only. Is it different from each other? Only we have created this difference by putting a border line. That's all. That border changes every now and then. So this is how the creative process and creation of the mind and thought waves, the energy prana, and it becomes the universal mind, and समष्टि मन कहते हैं इसको, the total mind. यह विश्वाकार संकल्प रूप समष्टि चित्त इस जगत की जिस रूप से कल्पना करता है, तत्क्षण ही संकल्पों से उस रूप का ही हो जाता है. This universal mind, all powerful mind, whatever it thinks, then and there it becomes that. How? Don't think you are lesser than anything. You are the almighty, all-powerful, absolute. Don't think you are lesser than anybody else. How? This, see this, how this, my mind has so much power. See, my mind has become this flask now, because it has seen and become one with it for a moment. So it has become the flask. Or else how can it see the flask? Okay? It can create this vowel also. It can create this clock. It is hand. It is book. It is the roof. It is the sun and moon and light and darkness. What not? Whatever he thinks, it becomes one with it. So this is how your mind is not so worthless. You are the Almighty. Don't undercalculate your power. You are the Almighty Lord. You are the one. absolute. वह विश्वाकार संकल्प रूप समष्टि चित्तक इस जगत की जिस रूप से कल्पना करता है, जो कुछ सोचता है तत्क्षण ही संकल्पों से उस रूप का हो जाता है. दिस इज हाउ योर माइंड इज द ग्रेटेस्ट क्रिएटर. There is no other creator somewhere in the sky sitting invisible to you. You are the creator. Your mind is the creator. It is not your mind, you mind. Now we have to change the laws of grammar. We have to create new grammar. New 22nd century philosophical grammar, where everything is plural, everything is singular number. There is no comparative degree, only positive degree. And from other sense, there is no positive degree. Everything is comparative degree in this world. Everything is compared. There is no singular number, only plural number. And from other sense, there is no plural number, only singular number. So in this way we have to create a new dictionary. There is no many words, there is no different meanings, only what is light? It is light means mind. What is tree? Tree means mind. And what is water? Water means mind. So the composer of this dictionary, people think this is the greatest person. What person? Greatest mad ever born under this earth. Beautiful mad person, he should be sent to mental hospital. Chalo bhai, tomorrow we shall see further. Of course, tomorrow we shall see in Hindi. If you don't know Hindi, we shall talk a little English. If you don't know English, we are talking also Hindi. Basically it is Hindi. So as you like, you can enjoy. Hari Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnata Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasisthate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sadguru Bhagavan ki jai. Satchidananda Bhagavan ki jai. Sabda Brahma ki jai. Saraswati Maharani ki jai. Yoga Vasistha Bhagavan ki jai. Hari Om. प्रणाम. जय गुरुदेव, जय गुरुदेव. आज